everybody, welcome back to my channel. Look, I'm smiling. We're just going to do some like revamp. We don't know. I just feel like while I was away, my family expressed to me that they didn't really care for my design of the fireplace. So what we're going to do is we're going to work together. We're going to take everything down, we're going to clean it all up, and maybe we'll just do some different things. I just wanted to share you a couple of changes we made. I had Jim put the family rules that used to always sit on the fireplace is now there. We just rearranged some pictures. I put my family picture that was there, I put it up here. I took down the collage of me and Jim, then took down the pictures that I had, another one I had of me and my nephews, and placed that one there. We're eventually going to redo the whole area, but for now, this is just like the first step. I just wanted to be able to keep those signs in the living room, but just change them into a different place. I really, really love them. I love their sentiments, the faith, the family rules. I love that what they speak to people who enter my home, but they don't always have to be in the same spot all the time. Just didn't know where else to put them, so we moved them. So here's what we did. We took down all of the signs from down here. The one that said love is patient, love base of Corinthians was here, the one that I made. And then we had a square sign here that said faith, which is now on the wall. We had a square sign here that is on the floor for the future upgrades. And then the family rule sign was there. This is what my family did a little bit while I was gone. I added the autumn touches, which is just a few little autumn touches. Everything else they did while I was gone. I also removed these. We had half in each vase on both sides of the actual like electric fireplace. And we exposed those storage boxes that are so cute, farmhousey cute, that we got from the Dollar General. I think what I want to do is downsize and rearrange. I want to make it feel fresh with not buying any new stuff and with not making it not my style. But I also don't want to make it sparse and empty, because then I have to sit and look at it look sparse and empty, and that's too much too. So there's a fine line between too much and not enough, and we will find it for our family. What it looks like for your family it may be different. It may be different for everybody. So join us. Now, in full disclosure, when my brother passed and I had come back from Texas with some of these autumn items that I had bought at the 99-cent only store, I knew we weren't going to take down our autumn decor from the attic to decorate for autumn. But I knew that I wanted to just throw this stuff up as I was cleaning and unpacking. I just threw these few little things up. So these signs weren't really set up to decorate for autumn. They will go back up for Thanksgiving, but what we wanted to do as a family was just to together decide what was enough, what was not too much. Just a simple design that we could all agree with, that we would all enjoy. It also took this opportunity to clean. I had these twigs that light up. I don't know if you guys have ever seen them light up. And these Dollar Tree vases with Dollar Tree rocks have literally been on my fireplace since we moved in. I found them, we moved in October of 2013, and I found them on clearance for autumn at Walmart for like half price. And I was like, oh, they were like $3.50 each or whatever. And I bought 2 of them, and they've been there the whole time. I used to put ornaments on them and da-da-da-da-da. But what I decided to do was take out the rocks, basically rinse off all the rocks, dry them out, wash the vases down, put everything back in, reset the twigs. They're just looking a little different. We took this opportunity to go ahead and take the H off. We also took off our really nice galvanized stars that I had strung some lights on. They were a gift from my friend. And we just took down everything and just put up a very simple display. I got this really beautiful banner as a gift this year that was made with black and white fabric and burlap. And we laid that across the top of the fireplace. Then we set up a few of the tin galvanized houses, and we set our lanterns on the left and right of the hearth. And then we set up Jimmy's little ceramic village on the electric fireplace. Just wanted to be simple and elegant and plain, with a little bit of touch of Mom and Jim and me. Those are Mom's oil lamps. So I hope you guys like it. I do. We certainly are enjoying it. Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. Listen, I always try to be transparent with you guys. I wanted to show you that life happens. I know life is happening to you, so I want to give you some encouragement to ensure that you happen to life and life doesn't happen to you. Or at least you can take control of it every once in a while. So let me show you what I'm dealing with. This is my side table. This is my spot on the couch. This is my side table. It's got some things on it. We can go over them in a minute. And then on this side of me, I have this cardboard box that has stuff that me and Jimmy kind of share, but mostly it's mine. And I'll tell you a little bit about it. And I tell you this because whether you have limitations or disabilities, whether you have health issues or mobility issues, or someone you love does as well, this is a couple of, I don't know, there's some tips in here, but I'm also going to try to take control of like how it gets out of hand sometimes. It sometimes gets really out of hand. I feel like right now it's out of hand, so I want to take care of it. What I have by me all the time is like, I have 2 coasters. Usually one has coffee, one has water all the time. I drink lots and lots of water because you have to. I have these like toothpick thingies because, you know, you have to keep your teeth clean. I have this carousel thing that used to be my dad's. My dad, who's been passed for 10 years, that has like pencils, pens, screwdrivers. Like you never know when you need like that mini screwdriver, magnifying glass, and then some things like some important papers and stuff. On this side, it's got like my tissue box and some like my jar of mixed nuts in case I'm like here and I don't feel good enough to get up, but I don't, like I have to eat or something, you know. When you have limitations, mobility issues, health issues, or just continuous pain, it's hard sometimes to actually just get up and get yourself what you might need. There's a reason that I drink 32 ounces of water at a time. It's because if every 8 ounces, I can't get up and get to the sink, so I don't want to ever run out, you know. Same thing with tissues. I keep a whole big box of tissues here. A lot of people in their living rooms keep like little cube tissues, like the pretty decorative tissues, but I need a whole box. I have a lot of phlegm. On the back of the couch, we have like a table that I made. I think you guys have been around for a while, you've seen that. I had to custom make it because it can only go between the 2 recliners. Like it can only go behind this middle seat. And on it is a basket that holds the remote controls for the TV and stuff. So I have a lot of different surfaces to utilize. I'm going to do a couple of things to organize. I have this tray. If you've been here, then you might have seen me haul this for only, I think it was $7.99 or cheaper than that because it was on sale from LTD Commodities. And it has got 6 compartments. And these I had on my desk in my craft space for a long time. I got these, were 3 in a tray for $1.99 from the 99-cent only store. And I do like my pens and pencils. So I think I'm going to, I was kind of like contemplating, do I put like 3 on one side or do I do like triangularly? Because I'm thinking like I can utilize this on my table. And I think it's time to retire my dad's pen holder. I think it's time. We're also gonna do a little cleaning. And then for my couch, I have this really cute Farm Fresh tray that I got at the 99-cent only store. This year, it was half price of $4.99, so it was $2.50. No, it's half price of $3.99, so it was $2, one or the other. So we're gonna use that on the couch as well, and then we'll figure out what we're gonna do behind me. But I thought I would just share with you for some inspiration. I know you guys like to watch me clean and get some inspiration. I do still have a lot of breathing issues. I'm actually on a new medication that's causing me to have this terrible cough, but it's a dry, icky, gross, I mean, not icky. It's a dry cough. It's not an icky, gross cough. But my pain is managing so much better with my new diet, which is great. So I do have like some sort of a little bit of energy left, and mostly it's sitting down cleaning. So I think I'm just gonna do that and I'll share it with you. So join me, why don't you? So besides the little compartment thing that I had that's my dad's, I have a red Dollar Tree Valentine's Day or Christmas bucket that I keep like my gum and my ibuprofen in, a thermometer, like things like that that sometimes I just need to check when I'm not feeling well. I just need to do my vitals and that kind of thing. I also have a pulse oximeter and a blood pressure cuff that I usually keep around me. As well as an old peanut jar that actually has a lot of sugar-free suck-on candies. Especially lately with the tickle in the back of my throat, I've been really relying on some sugar-free lemon heads. They really help create saliva that helps ease the dry tickle. I also have this plastic container there that actually has like, I know I say like a lot, I'm sorry. It has a nail kit in case I've ever here and I have like a hangnail or a cuticle issue, as well as some Tums in case I'm sitting here and I have heartburn. Really, I try to also make it not just convenient for me, but for my family. If Jim's sitting here and he all of a sudden gets a headache, I can just hand him ibuprofen. If he needs Tums, I can hand him Tums. He uses the nail kit more than I do, to be honest with you, because he hates to have like hangnails and stuff. That makes him kind of cuckoo. So we're just going to take everything off. We're going to reevaluate what we're going to keep. We're going to purge a bunch of stuff, which is great because I love to think that we're purging and we're cleaning. And then we're going to put everything back that we need and really try to keep it less cluttered on a regular basis. I figured that with everything that my family was talking about having so much stuff that they're not used to, if I could keep my space to a minimum as well, visually it might seem like less of a clutter than if my table was full of all kinds of stuff. So I'm just using my favorite window cleaner. It's a foaming spray window cleaner from the Dollar Tree. And just paper towels. I have these black ginger jar lamps that actually have sort of like paint markings on them from when we had the flood and we had to move so quickly. But I kind of leave it, to be honest with you. They just, they make me feel like they remind me, I guess is what it is. They remind me of how much better times are now than they were then. So sometimes you have to leave the scars. Sometimes you heal the scars, sometimes you make the scars fade, but sometimes you have to leave the scars. I also have my little Fry Life magnet that I keep on there because it's a metal lamp, and this way I can keep Mary real close to me at all times. I also use this on this table. Now this table is wood, it's real wood, and it is finished. However, it's finished on a real high gloss that really takes this window cleaner really well. I do sometimes pledge it, but it's really like got that kind of finish that it doesn't really need pledge. Pledge kind of makes it feel oily, and that's not really that great. I took this opportunity to really clean that lamp, because about 3 times a year you have to really clean your lamp. Well, here we have 4 times a year we have to really clean our lamps. So there's some things that I just feel are totally necessary for my life, and then there's some things that I just just didn't want to put them away or this, that, and the other thing. So what I've decided to keep was I always keep a scissor by me. I have one by where I sit obviously there's like several in the office. I mean, in the craft room, there's one here. I keep one at the kitchen table. I keep one by my bedside table. I always just feel like there's always an opportunity where you need a scissor. I don't know. I'm weird. I know a couple of people out there feel the same way, but that's me. I like a scissor by me. I get a box. I don't have to get up and try to find some way to open the box. You know what I'm saying? I also keep a variety of pens and pencils and a couple of markers. I think I have a regular Sharpie and an ultrafine Sharpie in here again because you never know when you need to mark something up. Okay? And I'm just going to transfer that over. I have a couple of pens that were gifted to me by some of you that I keep near me just to remind me of why I do what I do and why I share my life with you guys because I've been told that I inspire. So I'm trying to inspire. I also have my magnifying glass, which again was a gift because the eyes, just saying, they're getting better. They're not there yet. So sometimes I need my readers plus magnification. And let's let's call a spade a spade. Sometimes they write really, really small on packages. So I did decide to put the cans in every other space, which is really nice for balance. What I have in one can is personal items. One can is the personal items like the toothpicks, lip balm, and that kind of stuff. One of them has the pens and pencils, and one has the tools. I have 2 crochet hooks. I know I don't crochet much anymore, but sometimes I have to like repair a blanket or fix something where it requires a little hook. So I have a couple of crochet hooks, that small screwdriver, a little tiny pliers, that type of thing. And then in the spaces between, I have one that's like, it has my nail kit with an emery board. It has the eyeglass repair kit and the eyeglass cleaners, like the 2 cloths you get for $1 at the Dollar Tree. In the other not can space, in another not can space, I have the package of toothpicks that's closed in case I have to fill the can. The package of toothpicks with extra lip balms and like more personal care items. And then in the third space, I have, like my prayer notes and like notepads and anything I might need to like write down, sort of a note for somebody just in case. And that's where I keep my magnifying glass. I have my big one, and then I have the little one that lights up, and then a little one that goes in my pocket. And then in the can that I replaced the red bucket, I decided to get one of these floor buckets from, these flower buckets from the Dollar Tree, because it goes with the galvanized theme. And I'm thinking, since I'm going to go, might as well go full throttle, right? So I put my gum in there, my mints, my ibuprofen, I keep a thermometer, like I mentioned, I keep a thermometer. It is where I put my earbuds during the day. Like I just keep it here to keep everything wrangled on the table. This table doesn't have a lip and it's round, so occasionally things could get pushed down on the floor. But we're going to move the sugar-free candy to the middle of the table. We're going to move the blood pressure cuff and the pulse oximeter. Yeah, that one. We're going to move that to the tray in the middle of the couch as well, because Jim likes to occasionally use those things from time to time. But the rest of it, we're just going to purge. One of the things that I did have in the thing that was my dad's was a bunch of like local papers, like basically when we, I don't know, once every other year, Rolla will send out important phone numbers, City Hall's phone number, maintenance phone number, that kind of thing. So I used to always keep that here in case I ever had to call, the number to the clinic, like those kinds of things I used to keep there. But now, since we've done this, I've moved them into the box that's in front of me on the coffee table, because I realized, as important as I need to keep them by me, I don't really access them as often as they would require them to be out like this. Okay? And then I wiped off my coasters because, you need your coasters. I'm just saying, especially with wood furniture. And I moved my digital assistant, my Echo Dot. I moved that closer to me as well. And now, as far as the other side is concerned, what I've done was I've taken the, like I mentioned, it's an old peanut can from like Planters Peanuts. I've removed the label. I've put it through the dishwasher. And then I have all my sugar-free candies in there, like the Werther's caramels that are sugar-free that you get from the Dollar Tree. I have sugar-free Jolly Ranchers, and like I mentioned, the lemon heads, just different varieties of suck-on candy that I need from time to time. Then what I also keep in the tray, or what I used to keep in the tray, was like the to-be-filed mail until I could get up and go file it. My iPad would sit there, my tissue box. I keep a personal jar of peanut butter by me most of the time, just because if I feel like I'm a little like on the weak side and maybe my sugar's a little low, I'll have that because it has a little bit more carbohydrates than just the nuts. So I sometimes just do that just for snacking. And then I keep things that I think are important papers. And then I have to just reassess. That's not really important. It doesn't really have to stay with you. We've done a little system here between us on the ottoman that sits between us on the couch, where we have two sections. One is to be filed, and the other one is to do. And you guys know I have a trash can right by my table, so the filing system is always to do, to file, to trash, and then I have a trash and recycling bin right behind the table as well. So trash is in the front, recycling's in the back. Okay. And now there's just a few things that I decided to just consolidate. I had bags of candy that were from Christmas that I just had laying here because I didn't want to like put them all in the same jar, but now I'm going to put them all in the same jar. See, it all fits in there. My sister had given me these boxes of Werther's, the little mini Werther's. She gave me like a case of boxes. I was so happy. So I have those. And then this box actually came with a blanket that we gave Mom. It was just a really nice box, so I kept it and I used it as a tray on the couch. This way, if company came and I needed the third seat, I just easily pick up the box and put it off onto the coffee table, but it was still here when I needed to access it. But now I'm really super happy about the tray. The tray holds the two jars like perfectly in the back, the tissue box in front of one jar, and then the blood pressure cuff and the pulse oximeter are right behind them with the hand sanitizer, just right here by me. Everything is just where I can get it. I can keep little bags of like the special lozenges that I was using for my throat, as well as any like sugar-free candy I may have that's extra for the day. They can go just right here on this tray. And it does take up a lot less room than the old box. Now, one thing I do is I have this Choose Joy bag from the Fry Life that we keep our our budgeting information in, and it's on the couch twice a month. And this just happens to be one of the days that was on the couch because we do our bills, and that's it. So I hope you guys really enjoyed this. I hope I can inspire you to do something someday and maybe make your space a little bit prettier, a little bit more organized. Don't mind the recycling bin in the back there. Look at this is all the stuff we're purging. I'm so excited. So excited. And here's how the couch looks all finished. That's it. So that's it. I hope this had helped, motivated you a little bit. If you have any questions, go ahead, leave them in the comments down below. You can share if you want to, but again, this was not just only to motivate you to help make your space a little bit more functional and more accessible, but if you have to take care of someone who is elderly or has mobility issues, then this is definitely something to consider of how much stuff they need to keep by them and ways just to keep it pretty neat and organized. And as always, you guys take care. God bless. And we'll see you next time. Bye. Oh, and I just realized I didn't do anything back here. So stay tuned because we'll have more.